check out this video from one of our viewers in Gainesville. You can see those big fat snowflakes falling and piling up on the ground. But the biggest problems all day have been in our northwestern counties. We found accident after accident along 287 in Wise County. It got so bad that DPS called in all available troopers. So how is it looking out there now? Our Marie Saavedra is live in Decatur. Marie.
Carla, not many people on the road tonight, so that's giving drivers a break. They can take this at their own speed and give each other plenty of room when at their worst they're probably dealing with maybe an inch or so of slush in areas that have still not been cleared. And we've been driving the roads tonight. They are not as bad as we have seen them in the past, but still that doesn't mean there aren't plenty of problems. We expect some ice and slush in these winter months, but the problems that even a little sleet can create still catch some of us by surprise.
I hit a small patch of ice. I kept steering the car.
Including Brianna Wilson, who had a close call in Decatur.
Then there was a bigger patch of ice, and then it kind of slid off and went towards the pole.
She was millimeters away from a crash, but was not as shaken up as her mom, who came to get her.
But I'm scared for her, being a mother.
You're more scared for me than I am.
Mom was right again. Wise County is a slick mess. Slush froze over, leading to long backups on icy bridges and dozens of cars running off the road. TxDOT plows cruised 287. The city asked people to stay home, and many did, including a few that were supposed to work tonight.
My evening crew couldn't come in because of the weather.
Chicken Express didn't have many customers or employees show up.
Since I have a lot of people that work out of town, they couldn't come out because of the iciness.
So the bosses decided to close early for everyone's safety.
Me, myself, I live 15 minutes out of town, and so better get out there before it does start freezing over again.
Charlotte Walker, who came to eat, understood.
I mean, we're just not used to ice and snow.
But her timing couldn't have been better. She got the last meal of the day and took it safely home, planning to stay off the roads until tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Y'all be safe.
Without too much traffic, those TxDOT plows have been really able to focus on the bridges and overpasses. We've seen them come through several times here in Decatur tonight. They want to do as much as they can to keep the roads as clear as possible ahead of the Monday morning rush. Live in Decatur, Marie Saavedra, Channel 8 News.
And there are concerns for drivers in Denton County tonight, where precipitation was heavier this afternoon. We found a coating of ice on cars, signs, and on the grass. And then checking in on DFW, this is a live look as we head along I-30 in Fort Worth. So far there have been no major problems reported, but crews are watching for some icy patches on bridges and overpasses. In Dallas, also not much seeing much ice early on. This was from the high 5 earlier, but it has been pretty wet out there. So let's check in with Lauren Zakalik as she checks on the roads.
So we just passed the high 5. We're going southbound on the Central Expressway, and take a look, you guys. Things look very smooth. Cars are going at normal speeds. There's no icy problems here. We actually just took this all the way up to McKinney and back, and conditions for the most part, I can really tell you, they were dry, they were clear. Cars were going at normal speeds. I actually just got off the phone with the Dallas Street Services interim director, who tells us that their special tactical plan, which they call Ice Force 1, which brought in 30 sanding trucks today, has been called off. At midnight, there will not be another extra crew coming in because, as you can see, things look just fine here in Dallas. They will still have normal crews that come in for that overnight shift, just in case there's some touchy spots in the morning for that morning commute. But some people earlier that we spoke to said they would just rather avoid that commute altogether.
My dad texted me telling me that the weather was going to be bad, just to be safe right now. So right now I'm just heading home, and all day tomorrow I'm just staying at home. I don't think I'm going to school at all.
I'm actually going to drive a little slower because I don't want to slide at all. I have some good tires, but hey, you never know with this weather.
So back here, out here on the southbound Central Expressway, take a look. People are driving as normal. Roads are clear. Dallas will be on standby just in case there's any issues, but those will be the normal crews, not the extra crews that were called in earlier today for sanding. In fact, they tell us that they didn't end up having to sand at all here in Dallas city limits. Back to you.
And DFW Airport canceled 285 departures today due to bad weather, but all of the runways and taxiways remained open. At Love Field, it has been normal operations. Southwest Airlines only canceled 7 flights system-wide, but none of those were in Texas. And we have one note from the last winter storm. DeSoto ISD will not start extended school days tomorrow. The Texas Education Agency denied a request to make up some lost time that way. Instead, DeSoto ISD will have class on February 17th instead of taking the President's Day holiday.